Hi everybody, join me down here on the floor. Feel free to bring anything with you that you might need, some pillows, anything like that to make yourself comfortable. We're going to start just by stretching out, rolling through those wrists, through the toes, through the ankles, stretching it on up as far as you can, even if you're just coming right to the head. Just do what you can here. Let's bring those knees into the chest. We'll roll through those ankles again, circling the toes in one direction and then in the other. Let's give that back a little rock, side to side. And we'll extend the arms out and take a little twist here. If you need some extra help, you can put a fist under your knees. And we'll bring those knees back into the center and over to the other side, again using a fist if you need it. Stretching that out. We'll bring those knees back into the chest here. And we're going to stretch one leg out and then the other, alternating here, pushing that heel forward, pressing it out. One more on each side. Excellent. We're going to bring yourself on over to your side. It doesn't matter which side you choose. Make yourself comfortable here. Reach down, grab the pant leg, the ankle, or simply press back on the quad as you bring that heel a little closer to the rear. Stretching through right here. Get a nice stretch. Holding it there. And we'll let that go. We're going to come on over to all fours. Bringing those hands right under the shoulders. And we'll do a little cat-cow here. We're going to drop the stomach, point the chin, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, rolling that spine up towards the ceiling, dropping that chin. And again, pointing the chin, dropping the stomach, inhale. And exhale, here, rolling that spine up towards the ceiling. Let's do two more, just warming up through the back. And exhale. Last time here. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to come on down to your opposite side. So where were you before? You can come on down, make yourself cozy here, and stretch through that other quad. So reaching down to that pant leg, to the ankle, stretching it on out. Giving that a nice long stretch. And we'll let that leg go. We're going to roll on over to your back. We're going to do a few circles with the arms. So whatever your range of motion is, whether you can bring it here or all the way up, we're just going to roll through one arm at a time, just stretching through the shoulder, stretching through the arm. Let's change sides. Same thing. You can bring it out all the way overhead or just right by your ear, doing what works best for you. One more. Sweeping it out. Excellent. We're going to bring those legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Pressing the heels in, you can support them with the hands. And let's open the legs and close right here. Open and close. Squeezing together as we close, as if you had a balloon there that you were trying to pop. And again, you can support those legs with your hands if you like. We'll do two more here. those feet back down, knees bent, that back nice and flat on the floor. Let's bring the arms up, and we're going to open through the chest here. So opening one arm down, bring it back. Just still stretching out, getting everything together. We're alternating those sides, bringing the palms together, letting one hand drop down, and then the other hand. So if you were passing something between, you could pass something in between those arms, a water bottle, a very light weight, 1 pound, a towel, a ball, or just imagine that you're passing. Feet back and forth. We'll do one more on each side. Awesome. Let's roll onto our right side. You need a pillow or anything, we're going to bring, just feel free to have that, and we're going to bring those knees and feet together. Opening and closing here for clamshells. This top arm can be supporting. If you need it, it can be lying here, feeling those muscles work on the outside of the hip. Those hip flexors right in through here, right here. Or you can just relax, open and close here. We're going to stretch that leg out, that top leg out, roll through that ankle a little bit, and we'll raise and lower that leg right here. Still trying to keep those hips stacked. Raise and lower. Working the outer thigh, you can point the toes a little bit more if you want a little more outer thigh engagement. Raising it just right within your range of motion. One more time, and we're going to take that leg and tuck it back behind that lower leg. Extend that leg out, that lower leg, and we're going to lift and lower right here. Working on that inner thigh a little bit. Raise and lower. 10 more seconds to go. You got this. Still keeping those hips lined up as much as you can, resisting the urge to roll backwards. Last time. Excellent. We're going to bring those knees and feet back together. We're going to come on to our elbow. You can put a pillow under that elbow if you needed to. We're going to support it right under the shoulder and send those hips up. A little side plank here. Feel free to dip the hips down as you go. This arm can be extended. It could be here helping you support, or you can lie it by your side. So if you would like to dip the hips down, you can, or you can just hold it right here. Lots of options for this today. And we'll bring those hips down to the floor. We're going to roll onto our back. We're going to do a little hamstring drag here. If you find that your foot doesn't move very well on the floor, you can put a piece of paper, you can put a sock underneath. What we're going to do is dig that heel into the floor and drag it up towards the rear. Just 1 foot at a time, pulling that back. Dragging it, engaging the hamstring back here. This is also a great one for knee health. You could use a plastic bag or a sock. If you're on carpet, plastic bag works well. Sock will work on hardwood. Dragging that up, bringing that in. We're going to switch sides. So let's bring on over. Same thing on the other side, extending that leg, dragging it up. If it feels a little choppy like that, you could certainly use a sock. We're going to keep that heel tugged into the floor and really engaging in that hamstring there. Again, great for that knee, keeping that back on the floor. And we're going to bring ourselves back into that center of our mat, our space, and we're going to send those hips up towards the ceiling. This time we're going to extend those arms up. Bring it back down and extend the arms again. We're going to keep pulsing through this here. Bring those hips up and bringing them back down. And back down. Awesome. Keep it going. Doing great. Press it on up again. One more time. Excellent. We're going to bring that back down. Flatten everything out. Extend that right leg. Arms are coming up towards the ears. And we're going to reach. Your option here to bring the shoulders above the floor or to leave them down. As those shoulders curl up, if you're choosing that option, make sure that the head and neck stay in neutral and that chin is off the chest. You can also leave it down the ground. Just meeting those hands to that leg, exhaling each time you do. One more time here. And we're going to switch sides, extending that opposite leg. Bring those hands to the ears or all the way up above, meeting those hands to that leg or choosing to curl the shoulders as you meet those hands to the leg. Doing a great job. Keep it up. Remember, exhale, inhale. Arms again could be right at the ears. One more time. Awesome job, everybody. All right, we are going to sit up, finding that tailbone. Sit on up, sitting nice and tall, drawing a nice long line from the crown of the head all the way down to that tailbone. And digging those heels into the floor, sitting up as tall as you can. We're going to lean back just slightly. You can hold it here like this, trying to keep that core nice and tight. You can lift a leg, alternate those sides if you like. And you can even add a little twist, bringing it right here. That V sit, we're making that V with the torso and the thighs. I'm going to try to avoid curving in the middle, making it more of a U. You can also just hold it nice and tall. If you need to lean back into a piece of furniture for the low back, that's totally fine. Again, you have the alternating sides here, making this what you can do just for a few more seconds. And we're going to roll onto that left side now. Coming on down, stacking those knees and feet, making yourself comfortable here, and opening and closing for those clamshells. How are you feeling? Feeling that core still from that V-sit? Sure. There you go. Open and close. Working through those hip flexors, increasing that flexibility, right? We're going to extend that top leg now and roll through that ankle. You could choose to point the toes here, but we're going to raise and lower that leg. Keep raising and lowering. You don't have to point the toes. You can relax that, feeling that in that outer thigh. And we're going to take that top leg and tuck it back behind, extending that bottom leg. And we'll raise and lower here. Again, keeping those hips stacked. doing great. And we'll bring those knees and feet together, stacking them again, coming up on that elbow, getting that elbow lined up right under that shoulder. Again, you can put a pillow under that elbow if you need to. And we're going to send those hips up towards the ceiling, keeping them lifted up off the floor. Or if you feel like you want to, you can dip them back down and bring them back up. You can take a break at any time. This top hand can extend or hold it. We've got that side plank going on here. Keep breathing. And we'll lower those hips. And we're going to come onto our back again. Lots of rolling around here, getting that whole body. We're going to work through the arms a little bit here. Doing a tricep extension. So bring those hands up. I want you to squeeze through the fists. And you're going to bring them back down towards the shoulders. It's just bending in those elbows. But squeeze in that fist. If you need to open up that fist as you come back up, please do. Excuse me. Squeezing through those fists. You got this. Squeeze open. If you need to, squeeze. Focusing on the back of those arms. And now we're going to bring those elbows down towards our side and push. Pushing it on up, working through the biceps now. Just give it a big push as if you were pushing a heavy object up above you. Really push. Feel that resistance that you can create with your mind and feel those muscles working. Push. Do two more here. Push it on up. Alright, we're going to cross that left ankle over to that right knee, bringing those right fingers behind that right ear. Peeling yourself off the floor with a roll. Rolling that elbow towards that left knee. Roll it over. Exhale as you go. Inhale, exhale, rolling. Really want you to feel that you're just, it starts with the elbow and it rolls all the way over. One more. Excellent. Let's change sides. Bring that right ankle over that left knee, left fingers behind that ear, rolling over. As opposed to lifting, we want to just roll it to the side, bring the elbow. There you go. Your other hand's just kind of hanging out here. Big exhale. Inhale. One more. Excellent. We'll bring that on down. What we're going to do here is we're going to find those lower ribs with our thumb and our hip bones with our middle fingers. So stretching that out, relaxing those hands. Feel that space between there. What we're going to do is tilt the hips up. Everything's still on the floor, but you've created that navel going down towards the spine a little bit more. And those ribs and hips are coming a little closer together. We're going to draw that pelvic floor up, drawing that hammock of muscles. It's hard, you can't see it on the video, but you can definitely feel that as you squeeze those, drawing them up towards your navel, and then we'll let it all go. We're going to do it one more time. Bring it in, drawing it all up, holding it there. Hold, 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 hold. And we'll let it go. And I know I said one more time, but let's do an extra one. Let's do a bonus. Let's tilt those hips in again, drawing that pelvic floor up. Awesome. Letting it all go. Let's bring those hands and feet up towards the ceiling. We're going to alternate those sides as we lower an arm and a leg. We're only lowering those legs as far as we can while keeping that back flat on the floor. So if you are only lowering to here, you're still doing a great job. You're still doing the exercise. If you need to have a little bend in the knee, please do. If you're lowering all the way down, that's awesome. Just be sure that that low back is staying on the floor. That's the key with this exercise. Just a few more seconds here. And we'll lower those legs down. We're going to roll on over for bird dog. So we're coming on over here, getting onto all fours, those hands right under the shoulders, extend, opposite arm, opposite leg, pressing that heel back. Push it out, extend. There you go, perfect. Great job. Keep extending, moving through, trying to keep those hips nice and even. Excellent, keep it up. Great exercise for the core, for the back. You could also do this from a chair or a desk if you needed to. And we'll do one more on each side. Awesome. While we're here on all fours, we're going to take that left arm and tuck it underneath that right armpit, reaching, leaning down towards the floor if you can, giving a really good stretch to that shoulder. Breathing here. And we'll bring that back up, taking that right arm under that left armpit, bringing your head down towards the floor, stretching through that shoulder, try to let everything relax. And bring everything back up to all fours. And if you can, you need to take your legs a little wider, that's totally fine. Press that bottom back and extend your arms. Stretching out. And let's bring that right arm down towards the right foot. Keep extending that left arm out in front of you. And now we'll sweep that right arm back up and bring that left arm down towards that left foot. Stretching here. And we'll bring that left arm back up. We're going to come on up and roll onto our back. Bringing it all the way around. And let's bring those knees into that chest. Rock that back out a little bit here. Nice and slow. Giving that back a little floor massage. And we'll extend that right leg out in front. We'll roll through that left ankle. Take care of those feet. Wiggle in the toes a little bit. And let's send that left leg up towards the ceiling. Pressing that heel into the ceiling. Pointing the toes. And press the heel. We're going to support that leg with our left hand and open it all the way out to the side. Trying your best to keep that right hip down on the floor. You might notice that it's trying to pull up. So it happens when we get a little tight. Stretching is super important. Bringing that leg back across the body. Do a little twist here, extending that left arm, taking the gaze with you. And we'll bring everything back to center. We're going to extend that left leg now. We're gonna roll through that right ankle a little bit, wiggle in those toes, and let's bring that heel up towards the ceiling, pressing that heel into the ceiling, and point the toes, and press the heel. Now support that leg with the right hand, opening it up out to the side, trying your best to keep that left hip on the floor. Now slowly bring that leg back across the body, giving that little twist, extending that right arm out to the side, taking a gaze there. And we'll bring everything back into that center, give that back a little rock again. And what we're going to do is bring that left ankle over to that right knee. You can grab a hold of that top leg or reach through and grab the back of that right thigh. The object is to pull those legs a little closer into the body so you get a nice stretch all along here. And we'll change sides. That right ankle towards that left knee. And again, you could grab a hold of the top leg or reach through, grab the bottom leg, whatever works best for you. Stretching it out. And we'll let go of that stretch and rock side to side and then front to back if you can, or however it is best for you to come up to a seated position. Let's do what is comfortable for you with your legs and start to roll through those shoulders a little bit, striking them up towards your ears, down and back. And we're going to bring those hands around behind us, placing them on the floor. Let's bring that chin and chest forward, shoulders down away from the ears as far as you can. And now let's bring those arms around, big circle, making space between the shoulder blades, breathing. And we'll bring those hands and lace the fingers together, pressing the palms out and forward. Using your range of motion, slowly bring those arms up just as far as you feel like you can. And then we'll let them go here. Bring them right by your sides. Give them a few swings. And we'll bring the palms together, fingers pointing towards your screen. And let's drag the left fingers up the right arm, across the chest and out to where it feels good. We'll sweep that back together, those right fingers up that left arm, across the chest and out to your range of motion. And we'll sweep that back together. We're going to swing those arms again a little bit and grab that left one across the chest, rolling through the wrist and wiggle in those fingers. Give yourself a few fist pumps here. And let's swing again, that right one now across the chest, rolling through the wrist and wiggling in those fingers, and a few fist pumps. One more stretch. Let's bring those fingers behind us, extending those elbows out as far as you feel like you can. Opening up through the chest, you can lift the chin a little bit, stretching a little bit of those triceps. And then we'll let those hands come down to the lap, bringing the chin down towards the chest. And we'll slowly roll one ear towards one shoulder. And roll back through center and the other ear to the other shoulder. And back through center. Thank you very much for joining me for this recording.